The applauses should not stop, my lovely audience. Can we have louder applauses, please? The applauses, please, everyone, come on. May I request the audience members to please be seated? Thank you. In the words of Sir Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which one can use to change the world. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. With the idea of watering this seed of education day in and day out with ingredients of quality, holistic growth, exposure, and making our learners world ready, I, Mahima Sindhi, on behalf of the entire MMDU familia, extend a hearty welcome to the galaxy of intellectuals, invited guests, faculty members, wonderful audience members. How different is this afternoon? Well, my first and foremost duty on behalf of the entire MM Trust, we welcome you all to the felicitation ceremony for the rating of MMDU by QS iGauge. Luckily, the weather and I have aligned our wishes together. The sky, the sun, and I bid you a warm greeting. Let's raise up a hearty welcome, big and warm enough to hold you all. Ladies and gentlemen, we've gathered today not just to celebrate the unfathomable legacy of Maharishi Markandeshwar deemed to be university, with its portable, unwavering support in cementing the bricks of education for all, but also to applaud another feather in the cap as QS iGauge Awards overall platinum category to MMDUMULLANA. What an achievement! Applauses should not stop. What an achievement, everyone. MMDU never ever fails to set benchmarks and pin golden stars in its dream board. QS Cockerelli Simmons is the world's leading provider of services, analytics and insight to the global higher education sector, whose mission is to enable motivated people anywhere in the world to fulfill their potential through educational achievement, international mobility and career development, academic reputations, employer reputation, research impact, and internalization have always been the methodology which have been the considerable factors for QS. Aligned to the mission of QS iGauge happens to be a leader in building world-class institutions in India through quality and excellence, and a trusted partner to ambitious learners. A brand incorporated in India, it brings together the global expertise, experience, and reputation of UK-based QS, along with deep knowledge of local luminaries from Indian education. Quality education is always research-oriented and exposure-driven, which is what makes Maharishi Markandeshwar deemed to be university the leader in cross-country education in all fields ranging from engineering, hospitality, management, nursing, healthcare, and regular undergraduation and post-graduation programs. The highly qualified, experienced, dedicated, and professional faculty that graces the MMDU lecture rooms and labs makes the institute an ideal option for a young one who wants to conquer the world with his or her potential. Accredited by NAAC with grade A++, MMDU has built its goodwill as one of the best universities of North India with a rich legacy of excellence in research, innovation, and skill development. MMDU incorporates the best of both worlds by presenting a synergy of curricula from both the UGC model of education and the leading schools from around the world. MMDU strives to prepare its learners with an integrated technology-oriented education for a better career and make them worthy citizens of a global society. A successful organization, ladies and gentlemen, always has a visionary behind it for its consistent heights and growth pattern. The backbone, the idea brewer, a philanthropist who's been striving for such value-added education for all and bridging this gap in reality is Shri Tarseem Gargji, Honorable Chancellor, Maharishi Markandeshwar deemed to be University Mullana and President MM Trust. Sir is well reckoned in academic circles as the education-driven opinion leader who's played the key role in building and nurturing not just Maharishi Markandeshwar but many academic organizations Falling under that trust, including MMDUMULLANA, MMU Sadhupur, MMU Solan, Continental Hotel, International Schools in Karnal, Mulana Sadhupur, and Little Angel School, Sonipat. We owe this milestone to you, sir, and bow in gratitude for bringing our dreams to reality. Flowers, they say, are a true embodiment of divine warmth, innocence, and peace. They reflect tender human feelings and emotions and are a unique expression of joy that their beauty radiates. Let us all honor the astounding presence of our esteemed dignitaries present with a floral welcome. As a token of our delight and respect, we owe to you for being a significant part of this abiding occasion. May I now request Dr. Vishal Garg to present this token of gratitude to Dr. Ashwin Fernandez. Can we have a huge round of applause, everyone? The applauses should not stop, my audience. Thank you so much, sirs. May I now request Dr. H.K. Sharma to present this token of gratitude to Dr. Abdul Hamid. The applauses should not stop, everyone. Louder applauses, audience, come on. May I now request Professor Rajendra Kumar to present this token of gratitude to Mr. Penda Nijike. Can we have a huge round of applause, everyone? Let's cheer the presence of such dignitaries in our varsity today. Thank you so much, sirs and ma'am. Thank you so much. Let me take you all through a quick voyage of this galaxy of institute that Maharishi Markandeshwar deemed to be University Mullana is. 4 major pillars, namely its learner, alma mater connections, corporates, and stakeholders. The pillars need to be strengthened and polished for the evolution of each one involved, and this is the ultimate goal of MMDU as a learning space. Our alma mater associated with MMDU have left no stone unturned to make us proud. These stamps of success have left a remarkable imprint in the form of video testimonials for us to witness and go through a brief visual experience of MMDU as an enriching varsity. May I now request the back-end team to play the video, please.
That I spent, or 4 years that I spent in MMEC were the best part of my life.
MMA has given me a chance to become an entrepreneur, and I'm grateful that I got this opportunity in MMA. Thank you.
I think that's a great start by MMU to give an opportunity to the students and give them a liberty to do that, and that was awesome.
Bees, I always like to tell students of MM University, one is be you, which is very important, knowing who you are as a person.
It is a pleasure for me to visit the Institute of Medical Sciences and Research under the Maharishi Markandeeshwar University in Mullana in India. Will be certainly a very pleasant and interesting visit. I know Professor Sasanka Chakrabarty as a good collaborator of mine for several years. We published several papers together, and I'm looking forward to know better this institution. In particular, I know that there's a very good hospital and also is quite well reputed in the fields of biotechnology, pharmacy, medical sciences, agriculture, chemistry, computer science, and others.
Dear everyone, my name is Ingvild and I'm working at VID Specialized University in Oslo, Norway, and we are very proud collaborators with MMDU, and I would like to share my biggest congratulations to you all for your great achievements.
Maharishi Markandeeshwar, deemed to be University Gambala, is a very nice place to stay and to discuss with a teacher and professor. It has very nice facilities and good staff, and it's very good for agricultural education, and I was very pleased to stay there. It's really a place where we should have future international cooperation with that university. I do thank you very much for the contact.
I must say, what a treat to watch, both in terms of rich experience and holistic flavor that the university brings to the students, right? All right. So let me, everybody, the successful culmination of any grand event requires keen interest of the one whose knowledge is as deep as the ocean and heart as broad as infinite skies. I take this opportunity to formally invite a true academician who's always led the institution with his far-sighted approach, Honorable Vice-Chancellor MMDUMULLANA, Dr. Harish Kumar Sharma, to deliver the welcome address and accord a ceremonial welcome to our most venerated ambassadors and dignitaries and introduce them to the gathering. Sir, please.
Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Ashwin Fernandez, our guests of honor for day, Dr. Amar Mespenda, Dr. Vishal Garg, Secretary, Maharishi Markandeeshwar Trust, the representatives from the Maharishi Markandeeshwar Management, my colleagues from MMDU, students, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you. It is indeed my proud privilege to present the welcome address on this historic occasion. At the outset, I would like to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Ashwin, to MMDU campus. We are really grateful to him that he could spare time from his very busy and hectic schedule. I understand that he had to do it. He had to actually change his schedule twice, and that was due to some last-minute invitations from Prime Minister office. But we are very happy that ultimately he could make it to the campus. He reached here at around 3 o'clock in the morning. Despite that dense fog, there was one more person who was supposed to join from QS, but he started and he traveled for about 1 hour and then ultimately gave up. So I'm really happy that Dr. Ashwin has not given up and he has ultimately been able to come to our campus physically. So it is also my privilege to extend hearty welcome to our guests of honor for the day, Dr. Amar Mespenda, who accepted our invitation to grace this felicitation program. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Professor Amar for his valuable support and guidance in getting the approval for our university from Iraq government, whereby the students from Iraq now can come to our campus for taking their studies here, sir. Thank you very much. My special welcome to our young and dynamic secretary, Dr. Vishalji, who always encourages us to take up new challenges and then extends his best support in achieving all these hurdles and the obstacles which we have. I welcome all the senior officials of MMDU, including Registrar, Controller of Examination, Directors, Principals, HODs, various section heads, and other members of the Academic Council and Executive Council. Very thorough and meticulous audit. The opening comments by Ms. Mahima, as well as the video of the MM group, that gives me an opportunity to share my thoughts, that has set the right platform for what I'm going to say now. After seeing all these achievements that we have today, I am reminded of the day in 1995 when I came to this place, Mullana, on my scooter. I had to park that scooter somewhere. I may not be able to identify that place now, where I actually parked that scooter, and then I had to walk through the fields, which was having eucalyptus all around, and there were 4 trees which were cleared for doing that Bhumi Pujan, a ritual which is done for before starting the construction. So I was reminded of the Lucy of William Wordsworth, who dwelt among the untrodden ways. So on that day, probably nobody could imagine that one day we will have a campus where around 15,000 students are having their studies starting from nursery to PhD in almost all the professional disciplines, from almost all the states of the country, almost 50 countries worldwide. So that gives you a feeling. That means how this group has grown up in last about 30 years or so. It could not have been possible, at least for us. We could not have imagined that, but it has been possible only due to the grit and the immense hard work of our visionary Chancellor, Shri Tarseem Garg ji. I think this is a day when we all need to stand and give a round of applause for his patience, the grit, and the hard work. Please. Thank you very much. In these years, the MM group has not only grown horizontally, but it has simultaneously been very conscious of the excellence, the quality also. We have been accredited twice by NAC with its highest grade. 7 of our programs have been accredited by National Board of Accreditation, NBA, out of which 2 programs have been accredited twice. We got the Premier Institution accreditation from ASIC UK. Thrice we have featured amongst the top 100 universities of the country by NIRF, with the latest ranking being 78. Our hospital has been accredited by NABH, NABL. The various constituent institutions have been rated highly by NIRF as well as the various other ranking agencies. We have been placed in rank band of 201 to 250 amongst the young universities of the world, established after 1973 by Times Higher Education. So this QS eye gauge rating, this is another feather in Maharishi Markandeshwar cap. We have been appearing on the QS Asia ranking for last 3-4 years now regularly. I met Ashwin in 2016, that was what I was remembering, in Malaysia. And that was my particularly first exposure to QS. So he has been a very kind guide. And although he has become very busy, he is now looking after 3 continents. But whenever we get an opportunity, he gives full time and he motivates us to take up, you can say, more challenges. So QS stars we got in 2017, that was valid till 2020. But Dr. Ashwin, I just wanted to use this opportunity. I was just thinking about that, especially about the Health Sciences University. Look, here you can see almost all the faculty members will be having their qualifications MD, MS or MDS, whereas your organization looks for PhD. So when we come to the health sciences universities, the faculty members here do not need to do PhD. Even with your MD, MS or MDS, you can reach the highest level of Dean. So in our case, especially, and it is a general, you can say, issue with all the health sciences university that you will have maximum faculty members who are not having PhD. So we lose some marks there. Maybe you can use your high office to bring our point of view to QS so that at least we are at a level playing field with the other institutions also. So I'm very happy again to congratulate you all on this recent rating which we have received. It could not have been possible without your support and the hard work. I'm sure that in future also we'll be getting the similar kind of support from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such inspiring words. Everyone, they say words are powerful motivators and have the ability to transform the history of a nation and bring transition in the perception and mindset of people. I take the privilege to request our revered guests to kindle the fire of change. We thank thee for making time from your busy schedules to grace this event and kindly consenting to preside over this gathering. Without any further ado, let us invite our first keynote ambassador of change of today's afternoon, Dr. Amar Abdullah Hamid Khader, Cultural Counselor, Embassy of the Republic of Iraq, New Delhi, to address the audience. Sir, please.
Honorable Excellency Vice Chancellor of MMDU, distinguished guests here from different parts of the country, and the representative of the countries of Embassy of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. In the name of the Embassy of Republic of Iraq and the Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research, presented by the Cultural Office, I am honored to be invited to this important ceremony and extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to the university on this special day. It gives me an immense pleasure to be attend to this felicitation ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizer for this incomparable hospitality, the great meeting, and the excellent organization, both logistically and in terms of its content. I congratulate all who are working here in this university by any means. By their continuous hard work, the university has succeeded in obtaining international level ranking. This means a lot to the university and to all staff who are affiliated here. This is considered a criterion of the university's progress, advancement, and development. We congratulate you on this achievement and to hope for more. Iraq had lots of alumni from this university, But I'm sorry to say that we did not have very much student from Iraqi these last years. But I'm very hopeful that this is going to change. The university will see the Iraqi students soon. We are going to establish a good relation between Iraqi universities and MMDU. We look forward to extend cooperation between Iraqi universities and your esteemed university. I hope you will develop our relation as continuous and permanent. Finally, I want to express my gratitude for this opportunity to attend the wonderful felicitation ceremony and wish this university see lots of progress and success in the coming years. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for such words of encouragement. I would now like to invite another renowned ambassador of change, Ms. Penda Niji K, Counselor, the Gambia High Commission, New Delhi, to address the audience. Ma'am, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Honorable Vice Chancellor, fellow diplomat, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty members. It is an honor to be here representing my ambassador, High Commissioner Mustafa Jawara, who would have loved to be here himself, but unfortunately he's in the Gambia on holidays. As this university, we hold at high standards and very dearly to our hearts. For gratitude we would express to you for accommodating 3 of our students right now here, pursuing their higher education. I would like to express our felicitations to the recipients today and encourage them to give back to society, for self-achievement is not, and success is not measured by only self-achievement, but how much you can give back to society. And I think the university has not only provided a platform for you to only take knowledge, but also give back and give back knowledge. I would like to express my gratitude and pleasure for coming to this side of India, for I have been here for only 8 months, and I have been discovering a lot in cultural diversity and how India is not only rich with colors, but the people, spirituality, and all that it has to offer. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such powerful words. May I now invite among us a man of stature, a doer and a believer, a persona to look up to and get inspired from, Sir Ashwin Fernandes. Before I invite sir on the stage, I would really like the audience wherein I can formally introduce sir. Dr. Ashwin Fernandes, Executive Director, AMESA, QS Kokorali Simmons, Education Advocate, Higher Education Excellence, Global University Ranking Specialist, author, India's Knowledge Supremacy, The New Dawn, who's been associated with the QS Kokorali Simmons Group for over a decade now. As an Executive Director, Dr. Fernandes works closely with universities in Middle East, Africa, and South Asia to better understand the local context and to support universities and higher educational institutions in their quest for excellence and capacity building. Dr. Ashwin is an ambassador of the quality movement in these regions and has advocated the need for independent evaluation mechanisms. He actively promotes the use of QS university rankings and QS ratings for various purposes, be it students aspiring for higher education in reputed institutions across the globe, government agencies looking to have their universities compete globally, or academics looking for partners focused on research initiatives. He is also responsible to liaise with governmental and public agencies to better understand the changing market dynamics. Sir has played a pivotal part of the founding leadership team of QS iGauge and was instrumental in establishing the framework for QS iGauge rating services. QS iGauge is India's first national-wide higher education rating system for colleges and universities pan-India. May I formally invite Dr. Fernandes on the dais to present the working of QS iGauge to the entire audience. We really look forward to know the entire thought process, rigorous efforts, and distinguished parameters that go behind in the rating institutions, and hear you address the audience. Sir, please.
A very good afternoon. First and foremost, to our host today, to Mr. Vishal Garg for being on the stage and inviting me, to Dr. Harish Sharma, the Vice Chancellor, and to our two distinguished guests, Mr. Amar Abdul Hamid Kader from the Embassy of Iraq, and to Ms. Penda Zai from the Embassy of Gambia, and to our distinguished guests, our various members who are here from the university, members of the press, students, dear friends. Mahatma Gandhi said, "The future depends on what we do today." And the exact situation was yesterday when I was driving down here in the late evening, of course, with the various engagements QS has and the importance of QS, which we have built in the last many years. It so happened that I missed to come in afternoon, and the car which drove to the evening to the dense fog brought me here at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So that decision to continue the journey was very important, because when I came here and what I seen this morning testified to the QS iGauge rating process which we just completed. And all those parameters which we looked at in QS iGauge, actually I was very impressed this morning to go through various facilities throughout the campus, and basically before we hand over the certificate, to kind of have a look at what the institution is all about. So first and foremost, congratulations to all of you all for a stunning institute here in MMDU, because I would have never guessed the quality and the kind of infrastructure you have here. So I'm very impressed, and with that, I think we have to go back to the founder, Mr. Garg, who set up the institution, and that reminds me of a proverb or a quote in Hindi, if you allow me to say that to you. सपने वो नहीं जो हम सोकर देखते हैं, सपने तो वो है जो हमें सोने नहीं देते. For those of our friends here, that means that dreams are not what we sleep and think about, but those which do not give us to sleep. So I think the foundation of this institution here and the leadership and the thought process which you all have built, MMDU here, and our other two institutions, the 3 super specialty hospitals, the infrastructure, really, I'm really proud and happy to be here today to present the QS iGauge certificate to the institution. But before that, for those who have not heard of QS, I'm sure all of you in the room has heard of QS before, but just for the benefit of those who might have not heard of QS, a lot of people tell me that QS stands for quality systems or quality standards or various other names what QS has in various people's mind. But QS actually is the name of 2 founders when QS was started in 1990 at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania as a master's thesis. Today, we are a 35-year-old education-focused organization with over 800 people spread across the world. 1/3 of our workforce is actually in India. That means a lot of our processes we do, a lot of thought processes, engineering, technology is done either in Bangalore or in Mumbai. So it is not just the QS iGauge rating we do here. We really believe that India is the future. And just 2 days back, I was invited to the Honorable Prime Minister's residence for a very special afternoon celebration on Christmas. We talked about what is the journey for India today? And when I have come to this institution here today, it is institutions like yours which will be the future of India, which will drive India to be a Vishwa Guru. Because what we want those institutions which can change, provide an ecosystem for research innovation, and of course, make our international guest and be a leader for the global south. So I'm very happy to be here again, and I'm not underestimating the happiness I have here, because through the night when I came in here, I'm really glad for what I've seen. So coming to the iGauge process, we are a global organization mainly known for the QS World University Rankings. We have been producing the rankings for 20 years. This year, 2023, was the 20th edition of the rankings. And the rankings are used for various purposes. The rankings are used by governments to track how the universities are doing. I look after 3 major regions, of course, South Asia, which includes India, the Middle East, and Africa. So I have worked with several other countries, several other institutions, both public and private, and the QS ranking is really where your journey should culminate at. Once you have done your iGauge, you move on to stars, and then you get into Asia, which you're already in, and then into the world ranking. All these quality systems will actually help lead the way to you to do better. But really, what are we trying to measure? Through the world ranking, and the QS iGauge rating was created as a mechanism for Indian colleges and universities, and now also schools, considering the focus, and that was 7 years ago when Honorable late Shri Pranab Mukherjee said he wanted at least 3 universities in the top 200. His vision as a president of India, as a former president of India, let his soul rest in peace, he really wanted India to be the Vishwa Guru. And that's when he told us, start something to motivate every of the 50,000 colleges, the 1,000 universities, motivate them to look global. But we can only start to do that when we start local. And this is what iGauge was all about. We started off in 2018, developed a system with various thought leaders, including Arun Nigvekar, the founding director of NAC and the former chairperson of UGC. He's passed away, unfortunately, during COVID. Samir Kumar Brahmachari, the former Director General of CSIR, and various other luminaries. So iGauge was created as a glocal, not local, global along with local parameters in order to motivate every institution to get global or local recognition. And we have tightened and tweaked the system over the last few years, made it more difficult, up the parameters as we go ahead. And in today's time, the platinum rating, what we have given you, is actually much more elevated than what 5 years ago we had the platinum status. It takes much more effort and much more focus on excellence to get to the QS iGauge platinum status. There is still one more level to go there with the platinum plus. So that should be the goal of the institution as it tries to achieve excellence. But what is excellence? Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. And that is what I would like to give you the message before I quickly read out the overall and the category ratings you have achieved. Whatever you have done is a good collection, a good mirror for what you have. But to get into the global race, you need to push that further, push the boundaries further, and let the iGauge be, you should not be sitting on your laurels with iGauge, but use iGauge as a stepping stone to global excellence. So first and foremost, my congratulations to everybody here for achieving the platinum status, the first in the Haryana region, I'm told. So a round of applause to you all. That also means in several areas you have received a much better or one of the top ratings in several areas. And one of the area is teaching and learning. Because what we are trying to do, we are just not trying to measure perception. It is not, and in India we've seen various media houses and various other magazines do various kind of ratings and rankings, but QSI gauge is an objective rating system which looks at data. So in teaching and learning, which looks at various parameters, including student satisfaction, you have received a diamond rating, which is one of the best ratings available. Faculty quality, you also have a diamond rating. Employability, a top rating of platinum. In the world today with inclusivity and diversity, you also get a diamond rating on that. Congratulations. Facilities, a diamond again. And two areas which are really close to my heart, and I think Honorable Prime Minister also stressed so much on this, and he always stresses, is sustainability. So in the areas of social responsibility, you have a top rating, the maximum you can reach of platinum, and in governance and structure as well, platinum. In the two additional ratings, category rating, in research and in innovation, two separate, that gives you a diamond rating in these two areas. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, you have achieved a platinum rating after completing this rigorous audit spanning over 6 months. Now, that is again, my message to you all is, excellence is a journey. So the report, of course, has got a lot of data in that. My recommendation is look at this very carefully. We'll arrange for a session with our team as well to go through each and every parameter and use this as a push forward for you to do even better. So with those few words, I would like to again leave you with one final quote, please, because this has been the biggest challenge of bigger institutions, is the togetherness, the power of togetherness. And Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So use your collective power as an institution, as a group of institutions, to be able to achieve even more and even better and look global. And of course you have today put Mullana on a small dot on the global map, make that dot bigger, because this is what I think you would also, I see from some of the facilities I've seen today, you are trying to get there on a global map. So I wish you all the very best in that journey. This is not an effort only by the management, this is an effort by everybody and a moment to celebrate for everyone at the institution. So all the very best. Thank you so much for listening to me. It's a pleasure and honor. I'm truly delighted to be here with all of you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your pearls of wisdom and such thought-provoking insight. We salute you for all the contributions to uplifting the supremacy of quality of education in India and around. And we surely promise that we would strive for a Platinum Plus next time. Thank you. All right, so esteemed audience members, hold your breath since the time has arrived. Another badge of pride is about to be pinned at MMDU's Vision Board, and that MMDU shall radiate light like always and shine bright with its stamps of success. All eyes towards your right, everyone. Count with me. 3, 2, 1. Let's have a huge round of applause, everyone. Come on. The applauses should not stop. Can we have huge round of applauses, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. What a treat to watch, I must say, an absolute delight, right? They say the true fruition of diligent and earnest endeavors is not a tangible material award, but an intangible and imperceptible sense of deep gratification, achievement and fulfillment one draws from the recognition and commendation of such painstaking efforts. May I now invite Dr. Ashwin Fernandez, along with our honorable ambassadors, to present the rating certificate to the present members of Trust and dignitaries of MMDU family. Sirs and ma'ams, please. Let's have a huge round of applause, everyone. The applauses should not stop. Come on, this is a big achievement. This is not just MMDU's win, it is our win, your win. Come on. Let's have huge round of applauses, everyone. I see low energy. Come on, everyone. I'm sure all of us would want to give a tap on our backs because this is our achievement, MMDU's achievement, right? Let's have a huge round of applause, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so now that we've had the achievement is already there. We can see the smog, and that smog is the smog of success, right? But then they say celebration is incomplete without sweet. So they say celebration is the kind of food we all need in our lives, and each individual brings a recipe of offering, our very own flavor of niche, which when put together in a synergy makes it a big feast. The magnanimous milestones get richer and fuller when many work and celebrate together. On such a sweet note, may I invite all the esteemed dignitaries present and the distinguished members of the entire Trust for the cake cutting ceremony. Sirs and ma'am, please. Let's have a huge round of applause while we cut the cake of celebration, our success. Let's have a huge round of applause, everyone. Come on. Let's have a huge round of applause, and the applauses should not stop while we await our share of the success pie. Thank you so much, everyone. Like I said, while we await our share of the success pie, I'm elated to announce that MMDU suffices the parameters under QS iGauge Methodology 2.1, being awarded the overall platinum category. Few noteworthy parameters on the grading scale were as follows. Platinum category, like mentioned by Sir Ashwin, were for employability, social responsibility, governance and structure, and diamond category included teaching and learning, faculty quality, facilities, diversity and accessibility, research and innovation. And like I already mentioned, MMDU came out trying. This is our win, your win. A hearty congratulations once again. Let's have a huge round of applause. They say the memory of magnificent monuments and memorials may slip into oblivion, but a word of appreciation, a word of gratitude may indelibly etch its presence in our minds. Now it's time to express our gratitude. Here we have a memento, a token of our appreciation for our venerated guest as an expression of our gratitude and inexplicable bond we have forged with them. May I now request Dr. Vishal Garg to honor Dr. Ashwin Fernandez with a token of gratitude. Sir, please. Can we have a huge round of applause while we do the honors, everyone? The applauses have to be louder. I'm sure you all are going to get the cake, the success pie, right? May I now request Dr. H.K. Sharma to do the honors for Dr. Amar Abdul Hamid Khader. Sir, please. Let's not stop the applauses. I am high on energy. Why is the audience not? Come on. Thank you so much, sirs. May I now request Professor Rajendra Kumar to honor Ms. Penda. Sir, please. Let's have a huge round of applause one more time. Come on. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. They say thanks, though a six-lettered word, is a telltale story of a visionary that bows only in front of those who are worthy of its deference. May I now call upon another pillar contributing to the success of the institution, Registrar MMDUMULLANA, Professor Rajendra Kumar, to pay a rich tribute of our honorable guests and dignitaries who've gathered today by way of proposing the thank you address. Sir, please.
Respected our chief guest, Dr. Ashwin Fernandez, Executive Director AMESA, QS Querely, Siemens CEO, QSI Gaze, Guest of Honor, Dr. Amar Abdullah Khader, Cultural Council, Embassy of Republic of Iraq, New Delhi, Ms. Penda Nijai, Counselor of the Zambia High Commission, Dr. Vishal Garg ji, Honorable Secretary, MM Trust, Honorable Vice Chancellor, students, faculty members, distinguished guests, and everyone gathered here, a very good afternoon to all of you. It is indeed my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion of the felicitation ceremony of the recent QSI Gaze rating awarded to our esteemed deemed to be university. I am extremely thankful to Dr. Ashwin Fernandez, Executive Director AMESA, for selecting our deemed to be university for conferring QSI Gaze rating award and for sparing his valuable time to join us in celebrating this event. Sir, QSI Gaze award will further motivate our faculty members to participate in various other rating award and recognitions. I am indebted to our Honorable Chancellor, sir, and our young and dynamic Secretary in encouraging and guiding us for participating in prestigious awards and recognition. My thanks are due to our worthy Vice Chancellor, sir, under whose able guidance our university is able to participate in various ranking and accreditations, and as a result, our university is reaching to new heights. I am equally thankful to entire team members for their consistent hard work in making this event a grand success. My thanks are due to the Controller of Examination, Deans, Directors, Principals, Head of Departments of MM institutions for their esteemed presence and support. I once again congratulate all the team members. Finally, I wish them all success in their future endeavors. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. A heartfelt gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, while we come towards the last leg of the event, I must say I'm a little sad and doomed, but trust me, the celebrations will continue, the achievements will go higher and higher, and the milestones will be added, right? So a quote in the Forbes magazine I read the other day said, "The purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one." As educationalists, academicians, pioneers in education industry, facilitators and catalysts of change, let us all pledge to keep setting such strong foundations for our leaders of tomorrow to witness and grow upon. Come be a part of our cohort and explore this wide ocean of learning, opportunities and experiences with us at MMDU. Make dreams a reality and envision and paint the big picture with us in the canvas of life. Make the right choice. Think, learn, succeed. Thank you so much, everybody, for being such a warm and wonderful audience. Thank you so much to all the respected dignitaries and members. Officially signing off. Thank you, everyone. Grace and gratitude. I would now request everyone to head towards the lunch. Thank you.